So today you're going to be looking at rearranging formula. Okay, so this is like solving equations, but you don't actually have any numbers to do the solving with. So when it says make something the subject of the formula, and this is one of the questions on the front of your booklet, it means to get that letter on its own. Okay, so these questions say rearrange the following formula to make W the subject. So W needs to be completely on its own with everything else away from it. Okay, if we were doing a question where it was solving an equation, so let's say we had 3x plus 5 equals 20. Basically, what we're doing is we're making x the subject of the formula. So we're getting x on its own. So what you would do is, as a reminder, you would take 5 from each side to get rid of that part. So you've got 3x equals 15. And then you would divide by 3 to get x on its own. So x equals 5. Okay. The only differences with these is that we're not going to get a numerical answer like this. Okay. So if we have a look, what are the things that we need to get rid of from by the W? Well, we need to get rid of the 5 and we need to get rid of the t. If we think to this one, what did we get rid of first? Well, we got rid of what was added on or taken off. So that's what we're going to do first. So we're going to take away t from each side. Okay, so it disappears here. So on the left, I'm left with 5w equals h take away t. Okay, I can't do anything with that. This just stays as it is. Okay, then the next part, I've got 5w, that means 5 times w. So to get rid of the 5, I divide each side by 5. Okay, so the 5 disappears. So I've made w the subject of the formula now because it's on its own, equals h take away t, and it's divided by 5. You always tend to write it as a fraction to show that it's all divided by 5. Okay, and that's it. That's my answer. Now, obviously, this is the simplest type of rearranging, okay? And obviously, we're going to have a look now at a more difficult one, okay? So I've got a more difficult one here, and this one's more difficult because it's got 2 W's in the question, okay? So we have to do an extra step with this one. Okay, so I start off, first of all, I notice I've got a bracket. So the first thing, if there's ever a bracket, get rid of it. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the bracket first. So I'm not doing anything to this side. AW plus 3 equals. So I multiply everything on the inside by 4. So 4 times BW is 4BW. And then 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, so all I've done is expand the bracket. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to get all the W's on one side. Okay, I'm going to put them all on this side. So I need to get this over here and I need to get rid of the 3. So let's get rid of the 3 first. So I'm going to take away 3 from each side. Okay, that's nice and easy. So AW equals 4BW plus 17. So I've taken away 3 from each side. To get rid of this now, to get it over here, I just take it away from this side and this side. So it's take away 4BW there. So I take away 4BW here. So it disappears from this side. So what I'm left with is AW minus 4BW equals 17. Okay, so all I've done is expand. I've got rid of the 3 and I've basically moved this to this side, but you have to take it away so you know that it's a takeaway on this side. Okay, so now this is where this is a higher topic. Okay, this one isn't, okay, this first one, but the second one, this is the type that you'll get asked on the higher paper. So the last part is you have to factorize. Okay, so putting it back into a bracket. because you've got two of them, so whenever there's a question when there's two of them, when you can't simplify it, some of them you might be able to add, it might be 2w take away 3w, okay, so it might be just numerical, but lots of the time it's like this. So factorizing, we find what's common to each, so it's a w that's common, so w goes on the outside. Okay, so let's have a look. The first part I wanted aw, so I'm just left with a. So basically I've taken the w out of each of them. Okay, take away 4b. W times a gives me a w. W times 4b gives me 4bw. Okay, equals 17. To get rid of this now, there's an invisible multiply sign in here. So I'm going to divide each side, do it on my red, divide each side by a minus 4b. Divide by a minus 4b. Okay, so basically you take what's in the bracket and you divide each side by it so it disappears. So w equals 17 over a minus 4b. Okay, so have a practice and I'll help you if you need it.